What's up, everybody, and welcome back to your regularly scheduled All the Things Sort of Truth program. To PBS? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the alcohol-fueled, chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sort of Truth series by Terry Goodkind with a crock of craft brew on the side.
Yes.
Yes. Which reminds me I'm hungry. I'll deal with that later. I'm Nate.
I'm Jade.
And this week we're talking about Chapter 29 of Wizard's First Rule. I really like this chapter.
You do?
I do. I gotta clarify. Those of you who have already read it, I'm assuming you've read it if you're listening to this podcast. If not, you should totally go back and do that.
You're breaking the rules of book club. What the fuck?
You get to meet some more characters that you really fucking hate. And like Rachel, you love Rachel. She's obviously a protagonist in the story. And it's very obvious that Violet and Milena and all the other official people are shit.
And we get to officially meet Giller.
Right. Yeah. Giller comes back up too. It ties in a lot from earlier in the book. So I think we shouldn't waste any more time. I think we should get right into it.
Yeah. I'm on board with it. So the chapter starts out and you immediately are introduced to Princess Violet and her bitchy little ways.
Yay. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She is the worst.
And I was also reminded of another reason why the TV show, when they show Princess Violet, it felt so weird to me. It's because in the book she's described as like this pudgy little girl, and she's not in the TV show. I don't know if you remember.
In the TV show, it's like Mean Girls.
Yeah. She's like a skinny little mean girl thing. But I don't know. She's a totally different girl in my head. And she likes slapping Rachel and also enjoys making sure that her hair looks like shit.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? It says sometimes she just slaps Rachel. She only does it when she's like not ready for it.
Yeah, psychologically fucking her up.
And if she doesn't get a big enough reaction from it, she'll do it again until she does.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't wince that much. Here, have another one.
Yeah, so Rachel can't even be like, all right, I'm gonna just tough it out.
No, she treats her so fucking bad. When we see them for the first time, they're going through Queen Milena's jewelry and all of her shit. Violet's pretty much playing dress up, and Rachel is like handing her clothes and rings and telling her how pretty she looks. And just, it's obvious that she gets everything she wants.
Yeah.
So her treating Rachel in this fashion is like deep. This is who she is at her core.
Yeah, because I mean, this is supposed to be her like little companion person. And
yeah, this is her friend.
Yeah.
her playmate.
Yeah. And she treats her like dirt. Pretty quick, we get to a place where Violet is tossing around a jewel-encrusted box that is very important to the queen. I don't know about you, but I kind of guessed what that was.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't come out and say it. Obviously, I think it's... Goodkind has a way of describing things from the person viewing them's point of view. So, to Violet and Rachel, it's just this box with all these stones on it, and Mom likes it a whole lot. Ooh, but she has no idea what the fuck it is or what it's capable of, because I feel like if she had, she wouldn't be throwing it around.
Right.
Like, she should be treating it like an atom bomb.
I don't know. Violet's a dumb, mean little girl. I guess I don't have any indication she's dumb. I just feel like she's dumb.
She's at least ignorant of the fact that she's tossing around a box of Orden, which could, potentially end all life as we know it.
Right. And Rachel does not like this box. She's not about touching the shit, and she's super uncomfortable with the whole situation. Violet just kind of tosses the box at Rachel and is like, you take care of this shit. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go greet the guests as they come and hang out with my mom. You do this and then go yell at the cooks and, you know.
Clean up my fucking mess.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm sure Rachel can't say that, but oh boy, I'll bet she wants to. But the thing to really pay attention to here is the box can't leave the dressing room. Is that what this is? Is it like a bedroom?
I think it's like a closet, but only for jewelry.
Okay, like one of several walk-ins. This one is for jewelry.
Yeah. It's her jewel room.
But the thing to take away from this is that the box can't be taken out of the room. It's like magically sealed in there.
Yeah.
Which is information our heroes would probably like to have.
Yeah.
Like, right now, Richard and Kaylin are on their way to Shota in Agadan Reach. So Shota can tell them where the box is. Here, with the people that we're with now. And we know now that that box is magically locked in a room, so they can't just, sneak in and take it.
Right.
There's more to it.
And we know that this is the queen that Darken Rahl was talking about, not, whatever, give her whatever she wants. Because we'll deal with it later.
Yeah, because we're going to get what we want anyway. So fuck it. Yeah, tell her.
And also, apparently this queen likes to chop off heads. So that's the other reason why Rachel's like, I shouldn't be touching this.
Right.
She doesn't like people touching it, and she likes to chop off heads.
People have probably died for looking at it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If she's as bad as Rachel makes it sound, this woman is just awful. So, the perfect queen, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So Rachel is left to pick up Violet's mess, and she grabs the box and she holds it all the way out because she doesn't want to get any closer to it than she has to, which I thought was kind of funny. I mean, probably smart, too.
Well, kind of like what you were just saying. She's treating it like an atom bomb.
Yeah, right. For her, it is. She may not know that, hey, this is a box of Orden, but she knows that if anything happens to the box, Queen Milena will kill her. Mm-hmm. Never mind the magic that's apparently in there.
Right.
But as she very gingerly puts it back on its special pedestal on the other side of the room.
After she cleaned everything else up last.
One of the sentences said fistful of rings. And it's like, there's probably a lot. I'm assuming if any of you have children, you know that once they discover something in the house, it ends up all over the floor. Ugh. And you're like, you couldn't pick any of that back up? No, didn't even think to. So there's a lot is what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Rachel picks all of that shit up and she notices the hem of silver robes as she's putting the box back up on the pedestal. And out of the corner of her eye, she notices this. So she's like, fuck, somebody's looking at me and my hands are on the box.
My hand's in a cookie jar.
I'm in trouble. Yeah. And it's quick. I mean, I listened to the audible, so obviously things move right along. You can't stop and soak it in. But in that instant, Rachel thinks she's going to die.
Oh, yeah.
She had to have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when she turns around and looks at him, she's like, positive that he's going to kill her, and he has to reassure her that no, I'm not going to hurt you. What happened? She explains that Princess Violet and her were playing, and I'm just putting it away for her. It's no big deal. Giller gives her a hug.
That just gives you a big rubbery one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That probably felt so good to Rachel. Hey, this man, although scary and apparently a wizard, not a piece of shit.
Right.
He's an okay guy. I would err on the side of caution, though, because while she's not buried up to her neck like Carl,
yeah,
Darken Rahl was super nice to him before he, melted his innards with molten lead. They were besties.
They were. I think Rachel's just so surprised that he's nice to her. She doesn't seem like she's gotten any kindness since she's been with Princess Violet. So I think just anybody giving her any kind of positive reinforcement is good for her. He says her name is pretty, and even though she lies about Princess Violet at first being a nice person, once he finds out that she slapped her, he's like, oh, she's not very nice, is she? Yeah, her and her mom are both bitches.
Yeah, he breaks that wall down where he's like, it's okay if you say they're not the greatest people ever.
I'm totally aware.
That woman is a cunt.
Yes. And she's like, yep, she cuts my hair and locks me in a box at night.
Yeah, everybody's hair has to be short in the Midlands.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, I don't care that it's short, it's whatever, but she doesn't have to cut it all fucked up on stupid angles and make it look shitty. But she does, just to spite her.
And to call her ugly on purpose because of it.
Yeah. And I know you have a thing about short hair.
Yes.
A long, long time ago, Jade had a very short haircut that she was not a fan of, and somebody called her a little boy, and it upset her very, very much. So now Jade rocks Kaylin hair and always has long hair, and it's long and beautiful, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a boy.
No.
It's okay if you're a boy, but I'm not a boy.
Can confirm Jade is not a boy.
So I understand this. Like, chopped, fucked up hair, it sucks. You want to feel pretty, and she doesn't feel pretty.
Yeah, super self-conscious about herself, low self-esteem. Obviously, she's a playmate to a princess, so akin to slave, but kind of different.
I think it would be different if her, princess playmate wasn't a big fuckface.
Yeah, like, I don't think she has a real say. Like, obviously, it's a princess. So if she says, what you're doing today, you're fucking doing that today. Or die.
Yeah.
Could just have your head cut off. So she's obviously there by force. She's not there by choice. She ain't getting paid for this.
Right.
But not, they say she's Violet's playmate. But, like, not really.
No, they don't really play. I mean, well, Violet's playing.
Yeah, I guess just not from Rachel's point of view.
Yeah, this is work.
This is a shitty game, Violet. I don't really want to play this anymore.
So, Rachel, while she's getting this hug from Giller, thinks about a guy named Brophy, and his name came up in an earlier chapter when we were talking about Carl. So, he was the dude that was accused of killing Carl.
Yeah, he was blamed for Carl's disappearance. But what it doesn't explain is how Rachel knows Brophy.
Right.
Like, Carl must have come from this town.
Yeah. She probably knew him.
Fuck, she might have. Wow, that just occurred to me. Anyways, so Brophy was the guy that took the fall for taking Carl, even though we know it was Demon.
Right.
So all of these people are very close to each other.
And apparently the parents in this town suck.
Yeah, nobody's watching their kids. Well, okay. The unfortunate truth is probably Rachel's parents sold her.
Yeah, or died.
I mean, yeah, or died. Or maybe they just didn't have a choice, and Melina and Violet are just as bad as Dark and Roll, and they just took a kid.
Yeah.
Like you. You're going to be the princess's plaything.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
But Giller is not super thrilled about the situation, much like, we aren't. And he decides he's going to give her a trouble doll.
Yeah, this is really cool because a lot of little girls play with dolls growing up.
Yeah.
It's kind of a rite of passage. They experiment with like fashion, and it's, I don't know, a lot of boys have action figures. It's just something you do as a child to use your imagination and experiment with like social situations.
Yeah.
By yourself, where you're safe, at home playing with your toys.
Yeah.
And she's obviously never had this. She knows what a doll is, obviously, but she's never owned anything. She can't own anything. According to her, if she has a doll, Princess Violet will take it away.
Yeah. Now, we don't know how long she's